Right, okay, that's going to be problematic to say the least. Okay, well, it's just one of those things. So, hi, how you doing there? My name is Paul Murphy, and this is going to be take 2 of, hopefully, I'm sure you don't want to hear the technical difficulties, technical gremlin in the ears, but the safety camera has just decided to give up the ghost. I'm trying very hard not to. So this is a song that I don't have the strength to move the cameras around. This is a song called Were You a Dream? This is take 2. Well, this song is maybe 30 minutes old, and the reason I'm talking so much is because I don't have enough time to do sound checks and stuff like that these days, so this is me doing a monitor mix. That didn't sound overly good, did it? Right, can you just stay there, can you? Could you do that for me, could you? It's in the key of C. You glided by, grace personified, my unworthy eyes. I tried to hide. Were you a dream, or were you real? I stood transfixed, with hopes revealed. Jet black hair, a waterfall smile, floating on air, all stared beguiled. Such pure beauty, mere words can't tell. I live from now, 'neath thy spell. Did seconds pass, or was it days? Because for you, time averts its gaze. Your aura cleared, and you were gone. More mere mortals to cast your magic upon. I hope that came out okay. I mean, I play with a safety camera for a reason, you know. And now before I turn the camera off, I need to lean against my walking frame for a while. And try and get the legs back. So that's that song called Were You a Dream? Were You a Dream? I missed the pitch on there. I came in a quarter of a beat off time. stayed with me all the way through the song. I mean, I could have rectified it in verse 2, but again, you kind of, well, where's this going to go if I do this, you know? So that's how the song goes, and there's how the song's going to go. So, as I've said to many people, hi Dill, hi Emily, by the way, my beautiful children, I hope I'm still in the right place so that you can see the big pictures behind and the other pictures as well. I've changed some of the other pictures around in the background, guys. I've had some new pictures of us done up. Dylan, countdown, it's now 4 days until your 12th birthday, Dill. Okay, 4 days and you're 12. I'm gazing at yet another birthday present for you. Oh yeah, I was saying about, you know, when I do versions, and so people, I know some people do grimace when I do an upload, and it's like not one, so it's like when I wrote Full Circle, and I think I recorded it 5 takes, I think I did 5 takes in that session. It's only a short song, but 2 cameras, that means there's 10 videos of it, but I never play it. Well, it's an old joke. I used to have band members say to me, he never plays a song the same, because I'm trying to do an accent. He never plays a song the same way once. So I do mix and match them, and if you listen to take 2 there, it's got an inverted chord. Sorry, against take 1. Take 1's got an inverted chord. Okay, I think the legs are going to be strong enough for me to get to the camera. The reason is because whenever I see some of the comments on the bottom of Rumble and stuff, like, I don't have to explain myself to you, but I will in this instance, is so I'm 2. I don't think, if you're watching this by now, you probably all know that I'm in the end stage, literally, of motor neuron disease. I literally have no body left. Not literally, but 90% literally, I guess. And so I have to talk at the start of the songs, which drives me scatty. But I can't do monitor mixing or sounding, you know. So I just have to talk, and I've got 40 years of doing this, you know, on stages and street corners and coffee houses and bar mitzvahs, funerals. And now, as Edgar goes into the furnace, I'd like to do while the bridge is burning. You want to hear a true story? I'll tell you a true story which might amuse you. I don't think I finished whatever the last sentence was going to be. Oh yeah, and at the end, you know, I have to wait till my legs. Because otherwise, I can't upload a video where I finish the song, do a good take, and then I collapse because the legs give out. I've lost several like that, you know. And some bad language does appear amidst the groans. I have no means of editing these. So that's why these days there's talkie at the start and talkie at the end, and somewhere in the middle there's a song. But you don't have to listen to any of it. See my daughter there staring up at me. She's still like that now, 10 years later, I tell you. Dad. What anecdote was I going to say? Can you remember what I was going to be talking about then? Oh yeah, it's a true story. So I was arranging my funeral recently, okay? I've just fallen over the walking frame. Ouch! And I mean, it's a funeral pair and all that. So I have to, everywhere I go, I have to keep that there. Anyway, it's only death. But it's better to live. So when I was booking it, I swear this is a true story, and so I was making the arrangements, and I paid for it in advance and everything. Yeah. They get you from the day you're born to the day they die. Someone's always got their hands out with them. You owe me. Anyway, and she says, you know, how many people are going to attend? I said, none, just wherever I'm to, just take me, shove me down as cheap as possible, and what you want to do with the ashes. What I would like doing with them is too rude for me to tell you. And I said, no, it doesn't matter. I said, whatever you want to do with them, you know, it's fine, you know. And And she said, "Do you want any?" They're trying to do all the add-ons and everything, you know. And I said, I just want a basic burning, okay, no more than that. She said, would you like some music as you're going down? I mean, bear in mind, so picture the scene, so it's a crematorium, right, you know, and I'm there in a carrier bag or whatever, you know, who's going to know, you know, and who's going to know if they send me down? I'm sure they will, you know, but, I mean, Harry, we could keep that coffin, you know, and just wrap him up with some bin liners and shove him down. So he's thinking, okay, so he's got no mourners, no one wants his ashes, no one's going to attend, no one to notify. And this lovely lady, would you like some music? I said, well, yeah, as a musician, I wouldn't mind going out to some music. And she said, well, what would you like? I said, well, I kind of like Bob Dylan's Desolation Row. Oh, is that a favourite of yours? She said. I said, well, it's a great song, I said, but more than anything, I said, it lasts 11 minutes and 6 seconds. So I have visions, I don't know how long their conveyor belt is, you know. I said, so I've got visions of them, you know, I'm on the conveyor belt, you know, and the door's open, and you know, Bob Dylan, dun, 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 they're selling postcards of the hanging, painting the passports brown, beauty parlors filled with sailors, circus scenes in town. I think that's about all that YouTube will let me do. So, you know, so the song starts playing and, you know, the conveyor belt goes and I'm into the fiery pit and the song's still playing, you know, so Harry and Bert, you know, as I just get in, whoosh, dragging me back to the start of the conveyor belt and you know, Cinderella, she seems so easy, back up again, you know, doing this. So I kind of like the idea of that, you know. And she said, well, music's an extra £100, so I said, I'll just get them to sing it to me, hum it to me. I said, just give them to hum it as I'm going down. Okay, the legs have come back to life. I think I can turn the camera off. If you think some of these talky, YouTubey videos go on a bit, you should see some of the ones that I don't upload. That was called Were You a Dream? I can't remember if I said this at the start or not, but I like the melody of that song. I would love to be able to play on piano, but my keyboards are in storage, as indeed as my fingers. I wrote that song, the lady I wrote that about, I bumped into her this morning, purely by chance. I had no idea who she is. I was literally in a certain place, in a queue, and I was going through, and she came in through the door and entered the queue next to me, and then went through. Just a lady of such stunning, magnificent poise, charm, enigmatic, beautiful, charismatic. I'm getting another verse here, you know, charming, delicate, fragrant, elegant, and that was it. So our entire time on this planet, our entire interaction was about 90 seconds. We never spoke, we never made eye contact, but she gave birth to, well, I claim credit for the words, I suppose, but the words came out and the music. So there you go. So, never stand next to me in a bank because there might be a song about you coming out. And they're not always as nice as this, but you know, some people, you see something. What was that song I wrote? Oh man, that's going to bug me now. I'm talking about 88, 89, 1988, 1989. I saw some woman yelling at a child in the supermarket. But why yell? This is what I could never understand, you know? This is what my children, you know, people said to me since they were born. And then being in the supermarket myself, and I had my son Dylan in that little cradle thing, so he must have been about maybe 6 months old, and I'm doing the shopping on a Saturday morning. So, chips were on special offer, should we get some little chips? And what sort of bread should we get? And let's get some fruit. And this guy went past and he said, do you think he understands what you're saying? I said, I think he understands that his father's talking to him in a soft, respectful voice and is interacting with him. You can see my smiling face and everything. And this old guy wazzled off, you know, and he must have been like 52, you know. What am I saying? I was 52 when my son was born. And, you know, but he, you know, it just never occurred to him, you know, because the air child did nothing. So if you're going to say, no, you can't have any sweets, and I'm going to say, well, no, you can't have any sweets. Or you can say, no, you can't have any sweets, you know. Might you normally say a second time, and I would say it again a second time. And the third time the conversation's over, I say, well, not, you know, my normal line to them was, oh, aren't you sweet? You think we're having a debate? You know, and I'd smile at them, and they got it, you know. I used to say to them, you know, I'd say, guys, because they were, you know, 4 and 5, it's a democracy, but Daddy's got the casting vote, okay. So, okay, thank you for your time. You've been very kind and generous with it, and I'm going to go and do a song called, I haven't sung Of in a long time, maybe I'll sing that.